everyone. Good evening from India. Before we begin our session, I would like to bring you to a meditation. I'm just waiting for Martina. Yeah. Now Martina is here. Hi Martina.
Hello Raghav.
Yeah, please.
So, vielen Dank, dass ihr heute alle wieder dabei seid. Ich freue mich sehr, dass ich die Runde wieder eröffnen darf. Und Raghav und ich haben ganz tolle Neuigkeiten für euch. Und zwar, heute ist ja die 4. unserer 4 Sessions Vedanta Darshan. Aber Raghav und ich haben uns ausgetauscht und sind einfach davon überzeugt, dass es ganz wunderbar wäre, wenn wir auch in Zukunft eine Plattform schaffen, auf der wir alle gemeinsam der Tradition, der Kultur, der Philosophie von Indien und auch einfach Raghavs Heimat teilhaben können. Und so haben wir uns überlegt, wir werden in Zukunft in jedem Monat wird Raghav uns 3 Geschichten, so wie wir es jetzt auch kennengelernt haben, so recorded Stories zur Verfügung stellen. Und es wird immer an bestimmten Daten sein. Maybe Raghav, you want to tell us later on which dates and why exactly on these dates we plan to publish the recorded stories in the future.
Yes.
Okay, so es wird 3 Geschichten geben und jeden letzten Sonntag im Monat zur gleichen Zeit wie jetzt, 17:30 Uhr, wird es eine Online-Live-Session geben. So auf der wir uns dann treffen können und Raghav die Geschichten, die in diesem Monat gezeigt wurden, einfach nochmal aufgreift und uns dazu dann einfach mehr erzählt. Und da freue ich mich sehr, dass wir auch weiterhin, so wie wir es jetzt begonnen haben, eben auf Spendenbasis über den GoFundMe-Link von Gina und Jan weiterhin sammeln werden. Und genau, alles Weitere gibt es natürlich auch immer von Raghav selbst und auch auf meiner Website und meinem Newsletter. So bleibt einfach mit uns in Verbindung. Und jetzt freue ich mich heute auf die Session, aus der Raghav aus seinem Leben viel mit uns teilen wird und wünsche euch alle eine schöne Stunde. Und so now it's time to hand over to you, Raghav, and thanks a lot for the beautiful sessions the last few weeks. And I already announced what we planned with the stories and the online live session. And so thanks to you all, and especially to you, Raghav, and all the people like Marlene, like Gina, like Jan, like all the others that contribute to make these all happen. Thanks a lot.
Namaste. And thank you to you, Martina, and Vamos Yoga entire team. Thanks to Gina, thanks to Marlene, thanks to Jan, and everyone, Martina, Melanie, like she was present in every session. Lucy has been participating, even was not here, but she was watching the all recording. Many more people are watching constantly the recording one by one. Of course, it is not easy to grasp the things quickly. It takes time for everyone to grasp the essence of Vedanta Darshan. Before beginning this session, I would love all of your 5 minutes to let's share the beautiful meditation session. Before sharing the meditation session, I would love that all of you will mute your audios, so we will be focused on meditation. Have your hands together. And join with both hands together. And put on your eyes.
Excuse me, Raghav.
See,
Is someone in the waiting room? It was an 11:30.
Sivani was there, but not now.
Okay.
Yeah, I could not let her in because of inconvenience.
Okay.
Because during the meditation session, I could not just shift from there to let her in. So if she will be there, I will let her in.
Perfect.
Yeah. I would love that all of you will feel your breathe for a couple of seconds. Just be with yourself. My namaste to all of you. I welcome in this last session of the Vedanta Darshan series that I have been leading during last 4 Sunday, including today. The goal of Vedanta is to introduce you from yourself. The purpose of this philosophy is to connect you with that height of wisdom which is already inside you. There is no one who can bring you till that height with holding your hands constantly. It is you who have to make your efforts, who has to find the time to feel this deep desire of the soul. Then only you can get connect with the guides or with some kind of people who can tell you something that can help you to reach that height of wisdom. But the one thing that is very important is your own seeking. If there is no thirst, then there is no value of water. If there is no hunger, then there is no value of food. The same thing with this knowledge. If there is no curiosity, no desire for find the ultimate goal of life, then this knowledge has no any meaning. We says it Vedanta, where knowledge get ends. But is it really true that knowledge really get ends? Or in a manner okay, Martina. Or in a manner we get connect with it. There is no end of knowledge. Only the things that ends on the name of ending of knowledge, the ego of knowledge. Vedanta means ending of the ego, not ending of the knowledge. With this session, I am clarifying this one line that is very important to understand. Is really the knowledge get ends with Vedanta? No. Knowledge begin to serve the liberty. Knowledge begin to serve the love and ultimate peace and wisdom with harmony. On the name of knowledge, our ego get ends. In the third story of Ashtavakra, during our last session, when Ashtavakra told, the Bandi asked a question from Ashtavakra that who knows the God? Then the Ashtavakra said, if someone says that he knows the God, then in actual, he don't know. He does not know. Because with knowing about the God, this ego of his knowledge also get ends. This is the Vedanta. This is the Vedanta Darshan, where our ego gets end instead of knowledge. Now I am going to bring you today with my own life story. That is very precious. By the luck, today during a session, Judith is there from Munich. She got opportunity to meet and to visit the ashram in Jatasankar, where the incident happened with me when my journey of Vedanta get started on the date of 14th September 2008. This story will connect you in one dimension, an innocent believer, a very innocent believer who does not know about anything except the God, goddesses, and his adorable teachers or guides. And on other hand, he get introduced with a knowledge that totally disconnected him from all his roots. For the example, if you will understand, you learn in your life that everything is just food. And if someone will come to you and will take your food away and throw it like, no, this is nothing. It has no any sense. Then what you will do? You only learn that food is everything. And someone come and say, oh, it is nothing. It has no any sense. What will happen with you? You will get introduced with a new dimension of life. Whatever we know in our life is not the ultimate and the complete knowledge. We are only watching the view of life from one dimension until we do not enter in the multi-dimension of the vision. We cannot recognize the true understanding of truth. This story begins with an innocent boy who born in a lower middle class family. I bring you in this story and then we'll wait all of your questions after the story. In between the story, I will give you one break just to take a little breathe. Then again, we'll start the second part of the story.
Balance in between inner and outer world is the key of life. Today, I am sharing with you my personal perception and practical essence of life. After several interactions and practical experiences of different philosophies and spiritual knowledges, I was born in an eminent Brahmin family of central India. According to Vedic custom, the responsibility of Brahmins has always been to balance the mental, social, and emotional level of society from the beginning. In order to maintain the sad social level, the Brahmins always had to diagnose the problem prevailing in the society and find solutions to it. This responsibility is passed on from generation to generation. In order to keep their ideological level and thinking unquestionable, Brahmins had to provide examples by constantly meditating and introspecting, with being an example to the society. There is a sukta in Sanskrit. We say one or two line Sanskrit poetry carrying deep teaching in Sanskrit sukta. Yadyadacharati sresthaha tattadevetarojnah sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanuvartate. It means the person who lead a certain society or group of people, they must realize their personal responsibilities and accountability, because the rest of the society or group always follow and copy the behavior of their leaders. Therefore, it is sure we do not get prestige or honor just by being born in a prestigious family. This message was totally clear to me from the beginning because of my father's straight guidelines on different occasions of life. In order to maintain the sad prestige, we have to do certain rituals with continuous meditation and the worships rendered by our ancestors in order to keep our thinking, our thoughts, and our spiritual senses fixed and focused on life goals, so that we can discharge our karmas and take responsibilities efficiently. From my childhood, I had started to realize the responsibility in my family because of my father and mother. From the very beginning of life, the worship of various gods and goddesses in the house, which has been going on as tradition in my family too since the Vedic era, raised many questions in my mind several times. When I was almost 7 or 8 years old, I was asked by my parents to worship Lord Hanuman. Hanuman is famous as the monkey god in India. Worshipping Hanuman is said to be most effective for male children, especially during teen age. From the same age, I started reciting the regular worship of Hanuman and the mantras prescribed for him with all my heart. While worshipping Hanumanji, I realized that Hanumanji is a devotee of Lord Rama. Lord Rama is known as the historical hero who is worshipped as a god in India. So, if I worship Lord Rama, then Lord Rama will be happy as well. Hanumanji also will be happy. Then I started reciting the Rama Raksha Stotra, a collection of mantras dedicated to Rama with devotion to Hanumanji regularly. Later on, it was further realized that Lord Rama himself worships Lord Shiva. So, if I worship Shiva, everyone will be happy together. Then I started worshipping Shiva as well. All this was included in the regular routine throughout my student life. College life started after the school life. I got admission in homeopathic medical college. I had my first year exams in 2004. I used to regularly worship all the other gods and goddesses, and together with them I have been meditating on Hanumanji. Several times I was feeling that Hanumanji himself was following me like my bodyguard inherently. My belief in him had become very strong. I got direct evidence of this from a very surprising incident. My exams were going on. I had anatomy exam that day. But due to any confusion or misinformation, I continued to study physiology for the first 2 days of the exam. When I reached the examination hall, just before the exam, I saw all my classmates reading the books of anatomy. I was shocked to see and asked my colleagues, "Why are you studying anatomy? Today is the examination of physiology." My companions looked at me and laughed and showed me the list of exams and cleared my confusion. In reality, that day was an examination of anatomy. Now I was horrified. There was no remedy in my hand 15 minutes before the exam, except to pray to my adorable gods and goddesses. After sitting in my chair in the examination hall, I closed my eyes and started invoking all the Devis and Devas, gods and goddesses. At the end, Hanumanji's smiling face came in front of me. After seeing his smiling face, my mind was very peaceful. As soon as I opened my eyes, the question paper was placed in front of me. I kept it upside down without reading it and started filling my information on the answer sheet. After filling up the information in the answer sheet, I looked around and saw all my classmates looking at each other like surprise. Then a classmate of mine stood up and complained to the exam inspector. Sir, today we have an anatomy examination, but you gave us the question paper of physiology. After hearing this, I was now more confused. All these people are wrong, or I am wrong, or some other incident has happened. This incident was completely shocking me. Later, it was revealed that the examination was of anatomy subject, but due to the fault of the exam controller, the question papers of physiology were distributed on that day. Later, the said question paper was cancelled. Many of such incidents forced me to believe in the worship of popular gods and goddesses. By the time I reached my young age, I had become a very strong believer. Worshipping wholeheartedly and meditating for many hours was part of my regular routine. Many times, when I was conducting a particular puja, I found a particular instruction in various spiritual books that if anyone needs the complete benefits of their worship, then it is mandatory to make a guru or master. And then the benefits of worship performed under the guru's direction can be achieved more quickly. To me, a guru is someone who is very holy, free from all kinds of external attachments and needs, and helps a human being for spiritual practice. Till I met my guru, that is what I had imagined. After reading all the instructions mentioned in the spiritual books again and again, I too started searching for my guru in my mind.
Can everyone can hear properly?
Now, yes.
Okay. So we will continue after this, the start for the searching of Guru. I need to introduce here, there is Dahlia from Los Angeles, today's meeting. She is making a beautiful song to connect the world, one life. So there you can see the three kids of our Bharat Bhavan in a video of her very soon. And Judith is here for first time. Martina, she is a friend of Angelica, if you know. Judith Oster. She got this opportunity to visit my Guru Ashram during her journey to India. And there is one more incident I need to share with all of you, because Judith is like an example of that, like a sure example. When I met Judith, I was still in that kind of vibration, like a strong believer of my gods and goddesses. It was the incident that Judith and Angelica has been facing some problem with her office or something. I should not share that what was this. But when they got back from the India, I prayed for them, whatever I could do from my own side. I did for them, and they found I came to know from that side, their side, a beautiful result. like they got the success in what they were wondering. So we says that if we believe on something, the story title I gave here, the journey of truth with acceptance and faith on untruth. This is the journey of Vedanta. The journey of truth with acceptance and faith on untruth. That means we have to go inside with accepting the outer world and faith on it. It's a two-sided journey. It's not one-sided journey. We have to accept the food value. We have to accept the value of water. We have to accept the value of house and other external needs. As well as we have not to leave our connection with the eternal truth. The silence is a matter of our own efforts. So we have to balance both. That's why the story name is there. The journey of truth with acceptance of and faith on untruth. I continue. When I started my search for the Guru, let's see what became a win-win situation for me.
I was waiting to meet a person performed under the Guru's direction can be achieved more quickly. To me, a Guru is someone who is very holy, free from all kinds of external attachments and needs, and helps a human being for spiritual practice. Till I met my Guru, that is what I had imagined. After reading all the instructions mentioned in the spiritual books again and again, I too started searching for my Guru in my mind. I was waiting to meet a person who could read my thoughts without telling me and let me start answering all the unanswered questions that arise in my mind. As I was searching for a Guru, I started doing all the efforts or rituals that were mentioned in all types of scriptures. Amidst of all this, on Saturday morning of September 13th, 2008, I had a little dispute with my father about something, which went much further, and I decided that I was leaving home. There is no point in living in a house where my words and my personal thoughts are not important. And soon after the quarrel, I took my bag and reached the nearest town of Chhatarpur. There I was just preparing to get off the bus at the bus stand, wondering where to go, which will also give peace of mind and direction to life ahead. Then my eyes caught another bus standing in front of me, on the display board of which was written Jata Sankar. My brain decided in a second, I have to go to Jata Sankar. I knew that my parents' Guru lives in Jata Sankar. I thought in my mind that now I go to my father's Guru and complain about my father. There can be no better alternative than that. If I am wrong, then he will make the appropriate decision, giving me directions and if Dad is wrong, he is the only person who is in a position to scold and convince Dad and no one else. I got down from the bus coming directly from my village and sat in the bus going to Jatasankar and reached my father's guru ashram directly. It was evening before reaching there. Guruji we all call Swamiji. As soon as I reached the ashram, I greeted Swamiji by saying Om Namo Narayan, which I had learned from observing everyone from the beginning. And after bathing, I attended the evening aarti and bhajan, had a meal after the bhajan. After the meal, I and Swamiji sat in the open air on the roof of the ashram, laying a mat. Swamiji took information of my father and mother, that how's everyone. Just from there, I told to Swamiji the whole thing and also told about the morning quarrel. Then Swamiji began to tell me about his and my father's relations and shared both my father's goodnesses and evils with me. I got the same impression from Swamiji's words and saw the similarity that I experienced about my father. His words had calmed my mind to a great extent. Till now, I used to see Swamiji as the mentor of my parents. I had seen him as a bold, fast, and angry person from my childhood. But while talking to him today, his old angry image, which I kept from my childhood, after today's interaction with him, I was completely forgetting his old angry image, and I was getting introduced to his tenderness for the first time in my life. I became very calm and grabbed the feet of Swamiji and started massaging him while pressing his feet. While doing this, I felt a very strangely relaxed spirit. While pressing his feet, now all the deep-rooted questions in my mind, which were related to my spiritual practice, started wandering spontaneously. And I started asking my questions one by one. I asked Swamiji, Swamiji, who should we make a guru? I have been troubled for a long time. I am in search of a guru. On hearing me, Swamiji said, Guru कीजे जान के, पानी पीजे छान के, which means, like the water we drink after filtering, we should also test the Guru in the same manner. I agreed with Swamiji because I was seeing and feeling this clearly. Shops were running all over the world in the name of Gurus. How people who preach in sweet speech with pride of becoming a Guru were engaged in satisfying their selfishness by entangling innocent, passionate people in their words. In the name of religion and spirituality, people were being played with the faith and their feelings. This thing always hurts me. After thinking all this in my mind and completely agreeing with Swamiji, I asked Swamiji another question. Swamiji has written differently about truth in the Gita, written differently in Ramayana, stated differently in the Veda. What is truth? Which scripture is accurate about the truth? As soon as I asked this question, Swamiji lovingly struck a single pinch near my left ear and said with a laugh, smiling, अरे कहाँ पे धोते हैं सब लत्ता लपेड़े की बातें आए. These words were proof of his feeling of Vedanta. At that time, his words pierced me like a sharp arrow. As soon as I heard his words, I was completely immersed in a feeling of emptiness. The meaning of these words was, "Oh, where are you embroiled in confusion? Whatever is there, everything is without essence." After listening to these words, I was completely speechless, because according to what he said, everything I had read, heard, understood, everything was meaningless. What is the truth then? Now this question was troubling my mind too, but whatever I had read and understood, it could not be forgotten so easily. What is the truth? Taking this question in my mind, realizing the feeling of that void, I bowed to Swamiji, came to my room and slept in a very deep sleep. But till that moment, it was so clear. Swamiji is that person who is only able to answer my questions, because what I had read and understood, if all that is untrue, who knows this, he must also know what is true. With those words of Swamiji, I had entered into that unlimited world of Vedanta, which is infinite. And the one who is endless, he is God, he is void, he is infinite, he is true. Without saying a lot, Swamiji had told me everything. The next day, I got up in the morning and requested Swamiji, "Swamiji, give me Guru Diksha and accept me as your disciple." After receiving Guru Diksha with the secret and sacred mantra, Guru Mantra from him, I returned home. The anger towards my father had ended with Guruji's words. The journey of truth had begun with the acceptance of untruth. It continues to this day.
This is all. with my life. Even we know that this external visual world is an illusion, is a maya. But we still accept it with full respect and faith on it. To respect this visual world until a limit is okay. But to forget about our true identity and trapped by the material attractions is a reason of entire sufferings and pain. If someone have any question from the story or from my own life, it's more than a story, it's like my personal life I shared today with all of you. A beautiful incident I need to share with you, because these words of Swamiji pierced me so deeply. For many days, I could not sleep after this teaching. There was 3 more teaching he delivered before my departure from the ashram on the day he initiated me. It was very, very strong. Very strong teaching and very clear. In India, we make guru for what? Like a guardian, like a protection cover, like a security guard. We need a guru who can protect us from the sufferings. We need guru for our benefits. This is what we learn. But what is the true meaning of guru? Guru is not someone who is attaching you from himself or herself. Guru is someone who is making you free from all kinds of attachments. For example, in one side, you are getting detached from your suffering with meeting a guru. But on the other hand, you are getting attached with the material identity of a guru. If something will happen to the material body of a guru, then again the suffering will begin to start in your life. So here we need to understand that guru is not that body. This is what he made clear me on the same day of initiation, on 14th of September 2008. We start to pray the guru image, guru statue, with forgetting that guru is 24 hours with us. Guru is our own identity. Of course, we accept his material presence in the life, but without getting attached with it. Of course, I accepted the presence of thousands of gods and goddesses in my life, but without getting attachment with their visual representations. When I was nearby to leave the ashram, after the initiation, he called me. Hey Raghav, come here. I reached back to him. He asked me, now you are my disciple and I am your guru. Then I told, yes, Swamiji. So now you, as you learn, if you will face any problem, any trouble in your life, then you will remember about me, you will search for me. Then I told, of course, Swamiji. Then he told me again, you didn't get it now. For the example, if I am not there in that position to help you, then how you will find solution? I was confused. Then he told me with one sentence, listen, these words, those are coming at this moment, right at this moment, from this body and going to your body. These words are Guru. This message is a Guru. Shivoham. This inner identity that is going from here to inside you is a Guru. Guru is not a body. Guru is this message. Once it will be realized to you, then you will not need anymore my external identity. Another question he asked me. It was very strange, or very unexpected, like a surprise. He asked me, like you are having a very much trust on me at this moment. You are 100% trust with me right now. Will your trust, this trust will be continue if you will find me engaged in the bad things? If you will see me doing something that is not expected by you, then will you have the same kind of trust on me? I was surprised, because we always see an image of Guru or Master very holy. How a Master and Guru can be engaged in bad or the things those are not expected. It was a question that made me totally silent. Then he told me, remember, until this body is, it has the possibility to fall down in sins. It can be engaged with the wrong and unexpected works. So don't trust that this body is a Guru. Trust that the Guru is inside you 24 hours. It was a teaching from him that made me free from the attachments. I would love to welcome, if anyone have any question, then I will summarize the session with sharing with you the Bharat Bhavan project. Before that, I would love to ask, if someone have any question, please feel free to ask. You can open your cameras, videos. If anyone have any question. The journey of truth with acceptance and faith on untruth is a journey of Vedanta. No question? The subject is clear. With these 4 sessions, it's the last session today. We will be back with the stories only, and once in a month we will have a satsanga, our online session with Vamos Yoga and life intention. And this online satsanga will be on the last Sunday of every month, where we will discuss on the stories that I will share on the dates of each 8, 17, and 26. Why I chose these dates 8, 17, and 26. The 8 number represents the infinite. So the knowledge that is infinite, that will never be ended, I would love to share on these dates. That will be shared with all of you with the registered links of the Vamos Yoga. Before ending this session, I will just share with you the Bharat Bhavan project, how it is. Gina is not here today, so I share with you this one little video of 2.5 minutes. Please have a look of it. I need 3 sponsors immediately for 3 kids. Those are waiting to be part of Bharat Bhavan.
चाहता हूँ। मैं भारत भर में पढ़ना चाहता हूँ।
चाहता हूँ कि चाहती हूँ?
चाहती हूँ।
हाँ। किस किस के साथ? कौन कौन पढ़ता भारत भवन में?
हाई चांसलर दासौदा।
हाँ, उनके साथ पढ़ना चाहते हो? महेश कौन सी?
We need these three kids especially. They are missing their friends. Those are already the parts of the Bharat Bhavan, and they are missing the education and proper care. Of course, there are many more kids, but they are in line for a while. We cannot accept many kids because of not so much facilities right now, but we are in progress, and we are trying to do something that can support our external world together, giving us opportunity to share our inner vision. This is all what is Bharat Bhavan and Sri Yoga and Health Organization. Even this is the last session of the series, but I will be there always with all of you in certain forms, with my website, with my WhatsApp, with Gina, with Marlene, with Shivani, with Martina, Vamos Yoga through. I will be there in your touch. And the stories will be there on 8, 17, and 26. Of course, I would love to invite in last with transferring the host to Martina, Marlene. I will transfer the host to Marlene, and I will invite Martina to end this session with her thanks or with her speech, and also some words from Marlene.
Dann würde ich mal meine Verabschiedung machen und dann das Wort weitergeben an Marlene. Raghav, many thanks for everything, and I'm so happy that we had this chat at the beginning of the week and found this beautiful idea to share the stories and the satsang once a month. I think that's a beautiful idea to stay in touch and to create a community here. And I really look forward to listening to the stories you will share with us. And thank you to everyone. Vielen Dank an alle, die dabei waren, die letzten 4 Wochen, auch diejenigen, die vielleicht die Aufzeichnungen anschauen. Ihr werdet von uns über die Eversports-Stundenplan auch jeweils zu den Daten, die Raghav genannt hat, eben die Links bekommen zu den Stories, die im YouTube-Channel sein werden, und dann natürlich auch den Link für die Satsanger immer Sonntag im Monat, 17:30 Uhr. Vielen lieben Dank an alle. Danke auch an Marlene. Und ich weiß nicht, wie es euch geht. Ich finde immer, wenn man so ein bisschen, auch wenn man sich nicht persönlich kennt, wenn man so Zeit miteinander verbringt, eher so in einer gemeinsamen Schwingung, dass das total verbindet. Und ich glaube, das ist das, was wir gerade im Moment sehr, sehr brauchen können. So, thanks a lot. Namaste. I hand over to Marlene.
Thank you, Martina. Hello, everybody.
Marlene, I would love that. Make a little explanation to Martina. She does not understand English. She knows total Italian. So I will try to post the stories with the Italian translation too. So I will share that stories with the Italian translation very soon as possible.
I think she got that. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. Lovely. Thank you so much, Raga, for your sharing your wisdom and all the energy you put into helping other people, people in need, people who need love and care and attention. And it's wonderful what you're doing. And I'm very happy to know you and to be part of your organization. Thank you, everybody else, for being here, being such a wonderful group. Hopefully we'll see each other again on a monthly basis or in any other form. Molto grazie Martina De Nardi for presenza oggi sera. We see you.
Thanks, Melanie.
Namaste.
Thanks, Lucy, Jan, Imma, Giada. Grazie. Thank you, Shivani. Thank you, Martina. Namaste. Namaste, everybody.